What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Steve from Printer Gang Investments, and today we're gonna talk about this Palantir dip they're giving us right now. So today we got Palantir down a few percent. I think it's like 2-3%, something like that. We're down 24.50, and I'm here to talk about why I think this is a very good buying opportunity, maybe one of the best we've had on the stock so far. One thing that you always want to look for when noticing there's a good buying opportunity is the stock going down while the fundamentals of the company are improving. Palantir signed multiple contracts over the last week, leading up with the biggest one, the Titan contract. In addition, our CEO is extremely bullish right now. He's talking crazy about the bears. People don't do that and miss earnings, is my thesis. And I just think the market just has not caught up to this opportunity yet, point blank. The way I see it is everybody's chasing NVIDIA, everybody's chasing AMD, everybody's chasing Taiwan Semiconductor, everyone chasing Supermicro Computer, and everybody's chasing the build outside of artificial intelligence. And I get it. There's a lot of money on the build outside of artificial intelligence. I'm involved with NVIDIA, AMD, and a few others. And I bought them pretty low. But I'm not trying to get distracted. We got to look at what these chips are going to be used for. We got to look at how these chips are going to be used. These chips are going to be used to train large language models and do inferencing with large language models. First and foremost, large language models are commoditized. So Microsoft, it's a cool play, but we don't really know yet if Microsoft is going to control the large language model game. The reason NVIDIA is going up is because we do know almost everybody's going to have to shop with them, at least for the foreseeable future, for at least 12 months, 24 months until AMD catches up. But with Palantir, people not realizing, if you're going to really be doing AI, you're going to need Palantir or something like Palantir because the data has to be ontologized. A lot of people don't know that word because basically they haven't studied Palantir and they don't realize what it means. Alex Karp was just saying something very profound yesterday. He was saying, if you got a large language model and you plug it into your organization with no ontology, no way to organize the data, it's like you're going to make your whole organization hallucinate. Those were his words. Basically, in layman's terms, I always say it's like having a PlayStation 2 back in the day with no memory card. Like, I need the memory card. Like, it's not the biggest part, but I kind of need that to enjoy the game. Like, and it would technically be a little more important than a memory card. Like, you and I could use ChatGPT without an ontology, but I don't really think an organization can. So, in a way, Palantir might almost be as important as NVIDIA in this AI gold rush. And the more people realize it, the more all us investors who are noticing these things early are going to make. The key with the market is to get in before everybody realizes what's going on. And I think this might be one of those opportunities. Like, I feel like this next starting second half of this year, this next 12 to 18 months gonna be crazy. We're gonna see so much software spin get reported, not just with Palantir, but with these other software companies. It's gonna be big, I'm telling you guys. It's like, even with SoundHound, even though, that's not necessarily, what's the word I'm looking for, even though what's going on with the price isn't necessarily justifying the valuation, look at the product. Like, software, it's like I always say, you have to read between the lines in this market. Software is finna get the multiple. Software is finna get the money. There's money to be made on the hardware side. I'm not disputing that. I'm getting some of that money. I'm in NVIDIA debit spreads right now. I'm up 100%, I think 90%, and I'm not selling yet. So I understand where everybody's coming from. But this one of them times where it's like, get the money now, but don't lose sight of the bigger picture. The bigger picture is when these companies start using this AI and this AI starts making them money. Because I was listening to Alex Karp last night. AI for these businesses is for one or two things. If the AI is not making your business more profitable, it's useless. Basically, is what they're saying. The revenue needs to go up, the profits need to go up because you're more efficient, because you're using AI. And on the military side, where Palantir is one of the only operators, the mission is to make sure you're able to kill your enemies and save your troops' lives. So what people aren't realizing, a lot of people don't understand this company because it seems confusing, but once you really do the research, it's kind of a necessary company. I think I was just listening to Josh Brown, I believe, and that's a really legendary investor. He bought Nvidia at the lows, and he didn't even really know what Palantir did. And if we're correct, as Palantir investors, that's how we're going to get so much money. There are real professionals who do not understand this company yet. There are big traders, big retail traders, big institutional traders. There are a lot of people who don't understand this company yet. Our institutional ownership isn't even 50% yet. We haven't hit the S&P 500 yet. And most importantly, all these customers from these AI boot camps have not reported yet. And when those things start to happen, like, I've been looking at this thing since last year. I've been buying this thing since last year. I felt a turning point when we had that quarter where we got profitable back at $8, and we've been on a ride ever since. The company's becoming more and more profitable. The CEO's getting more and more confident, more and more arrogant, and arrogance isn't always the best quality, but I ain't gonna lie, you kind of might want an arrogant CEO, especially if you got a lot of money on the line. So the way I'm playing it is I'm loading up on shares. I just bought 5 or 6 shares today. Shout out to Celsius energy drink. I made another 80% playing with those call options. So yeah, that's going crazy, but I'm just adding to my position. I do want to add more leaps on a pullback. I might play with the shorter term calls when things start to take off, but I don't really like to do that with Palantir because it will stall out on you. Warning, it will stall out for weeks, months, whatever, but when it goes, it goes. But all I'm saying, people, let's focus on the bigger picture. Let's look at the real opportunities, and let's see where this AI spin is going. It's not about where the AI spin is at. It's about where the AI spin is going. And that's it for this video. It's your boy Steve with Printer Gang Investments. I'm just checking in. I'm gonna give you guys another little talk, maybe after market close, just expressing my thoughts. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. I'll be back.